Good morning, team. Today is February 27th. Looking at the overall economical calendar, you guys can see what's going on today. We had durable goods come out at 8:30. Pending homes, we had a Fed speaker that speaks at 10:30 today. Make sure you guys are aware of what's going on around you in the overall market by checking out Market Watch and typing in economical calendar. This week, you can see tomorrow what's happening on tomorrow. Wednesday, we have a Fed speaker, ISM. Thursday, we have jobless numbers, two Fed speakers, and Friday, we have two Fed speakers and ISM information. So make sure you guys check this out. Going into the charts, these are going to be the top three stocks we are watching today. Make sure you hit that like button, helps the channel grow. We're starting off with Netflix. Looking at Netflix, Netflix is extremely oversold. It had a sell off. It basically triple top around this 379, 380 zone over here, and it basically came back down, found some type of support around 313, and now it looks like we are oversold on the RSI. MACD wants to cross over. Two bullish signs. So let's see what happens today. Let's see if we break that 324, and then we can start basically pushing up towards 330, 338 up here. On the downside, I'd only watch Netflix for a short below 313, which would be a high risk short since we're oversold. But if we do get down below 313, then we could start basically going down towards these levels over here. We could start basically going down towards the 300, 302 level. So watch out for that. We're going to watch for that 325 towards that 338, and we're going to watch for the 313 down towards 302 on Netflix. Next one we're going to talk about is going to be Tesla. So let's start over on this one. So looking at Tesla over here, just simply just looking out for my support and resistance levels on this 180 day. I also like to start on the 1 year. This is why I start on the 1 year. Color in that 1 year SMA. I like to turn that blue. So I could basically be aware of it on the smaller charts. Right? And then the 1 year EMA, I like to turn orange. It is 9:08, so you guys are getting fresh information, so that's perfect for you guys. So overall, looking over here, to see your major support and resistance levels on this chart over here on the 1 year. Let's drop down towards the 180 day. Now we have that all labeled out. Our side was oversold. MACD looks like it wants to cross over. It looks like we're finding some type of support over here around this 188. Now this 200 level is still the 1 year EMA, so definitely a major pivot point for this overall stock. Want to see what happens over here. Wouldn't want to get long until we get above 205, 205, then we can start basically pushing up towards 210, maybe even hit those 218 levels. On the downside, you want to watch for 199, and then we can start going to 189, which was a previous support. Right now, the MACD is crossed up on the 4 hour, dropping down to the 20-day. MACD is crossed up as well. We are basically hugging that 20-day SMA, which may act as resistance. If you guys looked at it briefly, I'm moving kind of quick over here. If you guys looked at it, we basically hit it once, rejected it. Now, we may possibly reject it again today. We may break above it. So definitely want to set my alert over here to see if we start to hold above that 204 level before we can start going 205. Maybe we can start going higher. And that's why we're waiting for that 205 break before we can start going towards 210, maybe even 217 up here on Tesla. So the downside, want to watch the break and hold below 200, and then we can start going down towards like 194 over here. Very clean levels for us to watch. Going back towards that 1 year, see we're right below that 1 year SMA still. So Tesla is actually, although it has pushed up quite a bit, it did reject heavily on that 1 year SMA and is basically starting to open up on the MACD, the downside. So Tesla could possibly go lower in the upcoming future. So watch out for that on Tesla, especially since that MACD is starting to open. RSI is overbought. We could get a possible retracement down towards 167. That is a crazy drop. So this could be the beginning of a possible short position swing for me on Tesla. Um, Not financial advice, but it does look pretty good for that. Now let's look at SPY over here. SPY over here, you can see we called out that short position up here. Why? Because the RSI was overbought, meaning the stock is more in favor to go down. MACD crossed down. If you guys look at my previous videos, we called this out time and time again. So you guys can see from the 14th all the way to now, that's the same situation what's starting to happen with Tesla. So we're approaching that SMA, which normally acts as support. SMA is around 391, 392. If you look at my previous videos, I called that out as well too. So make sure you guys check that out. 392 over here can act as support. Why? SMA typically acts as resistance when the stock is below it, acts as support when the stock is above it. So one or two things could happen. We could either bounce off this level and basically try to go towards 403. And basically, once we break that 403, we can start getting bullish and start going up towards 414. MACD is still crossed down. So a lot of times you guys see the stock rejects that EMA and sometimes it comes back to retest it. That could be what's happening. We could push up towards 403 and basically come back down. So let's see what happens. MACD is still crossed down. RSI has room for downside on the 1 year. Now, short term, right? That was long-term vision. Short-term vision, right? If I want to day trade this thing today, I want to short it below 397, then I could start shorting it down towards 393. I think 393 was last week's low. So watch out for that. You can see I already have my alert set. Now for the upside position, we're kind of in a jam over here, right? We have that 1 year EMA sitting at 403. We have that 180-day SMA, this long blue line, which could act as a wall as well. So if you're going long on SPY today, 400 to 404 could be a possibility for you. That's a nice move, especially if you're playing same days. But if you're trying to get in long term, it may not be the time for you to get in. But short term, for a day trade, 400 to 404 or 403 over here could be a nice little day trade for you. Let's check the 20-day, right? Before we jump over towards the 20-day, whatever my gauge is telling me, right? MACD is crossing up. RSI is in the middle. So it has the opportunity for upside and downside, but that MACD is still crossing up in a bullish position. Let's jump over towards the 20-day. What's the 20-day telling me? 20-day is actually getting overbought, right? Getting overbought over here, but we are still crossed up. So one thing you want to be cautious about today is that 20-day may start to lead the overall reversal, and we could possibly cross back on this 20-day. If this 20-day crosses back down, then we could possibly go back to retest those 393 lows. So that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment below. What do you guys think? Which stock are you guys watching today? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.